The steam railway that connects Keighley to Haworth is a ride through West Yorkshire's history. But this is a constituency good at predicting the future too. Since the 80s, the party voted in here has gone on to national victory. And our poll indicates that here and in other key marginal seats, it's Labour with the wind behind them. Historically, textiles were the big industry here. This mill is one of the few now where the looms are still working. So what do our results say about the chance of a change from blue to red? If we look at our election battle box here, in 2010, of the 50 Conservative-held Labour targets that we polled, the Tories, as you'd expect, were out in front. Labour a close second, the Lib Dems and UKIP a distant third and fourth. If we look at the results now, Labour has moved in front with the Tories in second, it's still tight, and UKIP moving up to third place. And if we translate that into projected seats, of the 50 the Conservatives currently hold, 44 of them would turn red. But in the last stretch of this campaign, there's everything still to play for, with more than a quarter of the voters we polled saying they may yet change their mind. So what does this mean for the national picture?
Labour will be reasonably content with this poll. It suggests that if these results repeated across the country, they would certainly be the largest party and maybe even close to an overall majority, except for the spectre of Scotland that's hanging over them. For every seat they lose in Scotland, they've got to win an extra one in England and Wales.
The Tories are campaigning hard in the seat. Their new tactic of claiming a Labour government would be controlled by the SNP here writ large. And in Keighley's community centre, that was causing passionate debate.
I'd have a lot more confidence in casting my vote if I knew what was going to happen after the election.
Our poll found 3 in 5 voters in these seats are worried the SNP could have too much influence.
Where the SNP may have overplayed their hands, they're almost saying to Miliband, well, you join us.
I certainly don't want to see SNP and Labour together. I'd rather have a majority party win.
And there is the chance of significant movement in these seats, with almost 1 in 5 saying they're still undecided.
In the past, when people have not voted, I've seen it as apathy. Yeah. And now they're not voting this time because of confusion.
The polls point to a government of more than one hue, and with so many voters yet to be convinced, this election is by no means sewn up yet. Romilly Weeks, ITV News, Keighley.